Life can feel like a battlefield sometimes, can't it? You look around and challenges seem to rise like mountains. Perhaps you have asked, why me? Why this struggle? It's a fair question. We all ask it. Understand this, God doesn't pick on you. He doesn't delight in your distress. No, his ways are higher. He sees something in you. He sees a strength you might not even see in yourself yet. He sees a soldier ready for a significant assignment. These tough battles, these fiery trials, they are not meant to destroy you. They are meant to refine you, to shape you into something even more remarkable. Think of a blacksmith and a piece of steel. The steel is heated in the hottest fire. It is hammered and shaped. This process is intense, it is noisy, it is difficult. But through this very process, the steel becomes stronger. It becomes more resilient. It can become a sharp sword ready for a noble purpose. You are that steel. God is the blacksmith. The trials you face are the fire and the hammer. They are not random acts of cruelty. They are purposeful acts of creation, designed to bring out the very best, the very strongest version of you. God knows your capacity. He knows what you can endure. He trusts you with these challenges. He wouldn't give you a battle too heavy for you to carry, especially with his help. When the fight feels overwhelming, remember, he is right there. He has not abandoned his strongest soldiers. Instead, he is equipping them. He is molding them. He is preparing them for something greater. The heat of the struggle purifies. It burns away the impurities, the doubts, the fears. What remains is pure, strong, and ready for his use in extraordinary ways. So, when you find yourself in the middle of a fierce struggle, try to shift your perspective. This is not a sign of God's displeasure, far from it. It might just be a sign of his profound trust in you. It's an indication that he sees you as a strong soldier, capable of handling a tough assignment. He is calling you to step up, to grow, to become even more than you are right now. This battle is your training ground. It is your place of transformation. Embrace the process even when it is hard. Your strength is being forged in this very fire. Remember Joseph from the Bible? His life was a series of tough battles. He was his father's favorite son, given a beautiful coat. But his brothers, filled with jealousy, betrayed him. They threw him into a pit. Then they sold him into slavery. Imagine the fear, the confusion, the heartbreak Joseph must have felt. His world turned upside down in an instant. He was alone in a foreign land. Yet even in the darkest moments, Joseph did not lose his faith. He held on to God. This was his first major battle, a test of his spirit and his trust. Joseph's trials did not end there. He found favor in Potiphar's house, but then he was falsely accused. He was thrown into prison for a crime he did not commit. More years passed in darkness and injustice. Think about it. Betrayal by family, then slavery, then wrongful imprisonment. It would have been easy for Joseph to become bitter. It would have been understandable if he had given up on God. But Joseph didn't. He chose to keep trusting. He chose to keep serving, even in prison. He interpreted dreams for others, using the gifts God had given him, no matter his circumstances. What Joseph didn't know was that God was using every single trial. Every hardship was a stepping stone. Every pain was part of a larger plan. His time in Potiphar's house taught him administration. His time in prison taught him patience and reliance on God. These were not punishments, they were preparations. God was shaping Joseph for an incredible destiny. He was preparing him to save not only his family but an entire nation from famine. The toughest battles were given to him because God knew the strength and faith that lay within him, waiting to be fully revealed. Eventually, Joseph was called before Pharaoh. He interpreted Pharaoh's dreams and was made second in command over all of Egypt. From the pit to the palace, from a slave to a savior. Joseph's story shows us that God can turn our greatest messes into our greatest messages. He used Joseph's toughest battles to prepare him for his most significant role. God saw in Joseph a strong soldier, and he entrusted him with trials that would forge him into the leader he needed. Your story, like Joseph's, is still being written. Trust the author. Let's talk about David. We often remember him as a great king, but he started as a young shepherd boy. He was the youngest, often overlooked, yet God saw his heart. God saw a strong soldier in the making. David's first significant public battle was against Goliath. Goliath was a giant, a fearsome warrior. He terrified the entire Israelite army. Seasoned soldiers trembled before him. No one dared to fight him. But David, a youth with a shepherd's staff and a sling, stepped forward. He wasn't relying on his own might. David's confidence was not in his size or his weapons. His confidence was in God. He said to Goliath, "You come against me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty." That is the heart of a true soldier of God. He knew the battle was not his alone. He understood that God fought with him and for him. This understanding gave him courage that defied logic. It gave him strength that surpassed his physical capabilities. He faced the giant, a seemingly impossible foe, with unwavering faith. David defeated Goliath, not with armor or a mighty sword, but with a simple stone and powerful faith. This victory was a turning point. It showed everyone, including David himself, what God could do through someone who trusted him completely. This tough battle prepared David for future leadership. It taught him about courage, reliance on God, and the power of faith over fear. The challenges didn't stop there for David. He faced pursuit from King Saul, wars, and personal failings. Each trial continued to shape him, to mold him into the king God intended him to be. God doesn't always call the equipped, but he always equips the called. David was called. He was chosen for tough battles because God knew his heart. He knew David would lean on him. Your giants may look different from Goliath. They might be fear, doubt, illness, or loss. But the principle remains the same. God sees your potential. He knows you can face these giants not in your own strength, but in his. He is with you, just as he was with David. He is looking for soldiers who will trust him in the face of their Goliaths. Section 4. Preparation, not punishment. Seeing purpose in pain. It's so easy to see struggles as punishment. When life gets hard, we might think, what did I do to deserve this? We might feel like God is angry with us. But this is often a misunderstanding of God's heart. His plans for you are good. He desires to see you grow and flourish. Sometimes the path to that growth involves difficult terrain. These hardships are not meant to break you, they are intended to build you. They are God's way of preparing you for something more, something greater than you can currently imagine. Think of an athlete training for the Olympics. The training is grueling. It involves pain, sacrifice, and relentless effort. The athlete pushes their body to its limits. Is this punishment? No. It is preparation. It is what's necessary to compete at the highest level and achieve their dream. In the same way, your spiritual and personal struggles can be a form of divine training. God is your coach. He knows the potential within you. He allows challenges that will stretch you, strengthen your faith, and build your character. He is preparing you for your own Olympic moments. Every challenge you overcome builds resilience. Every tear you cry can water the seeds of compassion within you. Every fear you face down strengthens your courage. God doesn't waste pain. He recycles it for a higher purpose. He uses the tough times to teach you valuable lessons you might not learn when everything is easy. He wants to equip you with wisdom, patience, and a deeper reliance on Him. These qualities are essential for the greater tasks and blessings He has in store for you. This difficult season is not the end of your story, it's a vital chapter in your preparation. So, try to reframe your thinking. When faced with a tough battle, ask not, why is this happening to me as a punishment? Instead, ask God, what are you preparing me for through this? This shift in perspective can change everything. It can turn despair into hope. It can transform a victim mentality into a victor's mindset. You are not being punished, you are being prepared. You are God's strong soldier and He is equipping you for glorious things ahead. Trust His process. Trust His heart for you. Section 5. Choosing faith when fear knocks loudly. Fear is a powerful emotion. It can paralyze us. It can whisper lies that we are not strong enough, not good enough, not capable enough. When tough battles come, fear often knocks the loudest. It tries to convince you that God has forgotten you, or that the challenge is too big to overcome. But God gives His strongest soldiers another weapon, faith. Faith is not the absence of fear. Faith is choosing to trust God, even when fear is present. It's looking beyond the scary circumstances and focusing on God's unchanging promises and His unfailing love. You have an inner warrior. God placed it there. This warrior is fueled by faith. When you choose faith over fear, you activate that warrior. You tap into a strength that is not your own, but His. Remember Peter walking on water? He stepped out of the boat in faith. He walked towards Jesus, but when he took his eyes off Jesus and focused on the wind and the waves, his fears, he began to sink. Jesus reached out and saved him, asking, "You of little faith, why did you doubt?" This teaches us the importance of keeping our focus on God, not on the storm around us. Your internal strength is magnified when you connect it with God's limitless power. He doesn't expect you to fight these battles alone. He invites you to partner with Him. Prayer is your communication line. The Bible is your instruction manual and source of encouragement. Fellowship with other believers is your support system. These are tools God provides to help you choose faith. When fear screams, let faith speak louder. Remind yourself of God's past faithfulness. He has brought you through struggles before, and He will do it again. Each victory, no matter how small, builds your faith muscles. So, when the battle rages and fear tries to take hold, make a conscious choice. Choose faith, speak words of faith, act in faith, even if it's just one small step. God honors that choice. He meets you in that place of trust. He empowers His strongest soldiers not because they are fearless, but because they are faithful. They learn to lean on Him, to draw strength from Him, and to keep moving forward, even when their knees are knocking. You are one of His strong soldiers. Choose faith today. Section 6, Rising Strong. Your battles, your victory, your story. The journey of a strong soldier is marked by battles. There will be scars. There will be moments of weariness. But there will also be profound growth, incredible strength, and ultimate victory. God's plan is not for you to merely survive your struggles, but to rise through them, stronger and more radiant than before. Each battle you endure, each challenge you overcome with His help, adds a powerful chapter to your unique story. It becomes a testament to God's faithfulness and your resilience. This story will inspire others. Think about the most inspiring people you know. Often, they are the ones who have faced significant adversity and have come through it with grace and strength. Their struggles didn't define them in a negative way. Their response to those struggles did. They became beacons of hope. God wants you to be that kind of person. He is using your current battles to shape you into someone whose life shines brightly for Him. The difficulties you face are not roadblocks. They are launching pads for a greater impact, for a more meaningful existence. Enduring is important, but rising is the goal. Don't just get through this, grow through this. Allow God to use every ounce of the struggle to mold you, teach you, and empower you. When you look back, you won't just see the pain, you will see the purpose. You will see how God was with you every step of the way, turning your trials into triumphs. Your testimony will be one of overcoming, not of being overwhelmed. Your scars will become symbols of strength, reminders of the battles God helped you win. So keep fighting the good fight, strong soldier. Keep your eyes on the prize. Your commander, God Himself, is cheering you on. He has equipped you. He believes in you. He has chosen you for these tough battles because He knows you are capable of achieving great victories through Him. Embrace your role, stand firm in your faith, and know that on the other side of this struggle, you will not just be standing, you will be soaring. Your victory awaits. Your story is one of strength, courage, and God's amazing grace. Rise and shine.